Lee is one of the Sparkies from RESINC Solar who are doing my battery install today of 30 kilowatts of Anker SOLIX X1 batteries and 2 inverters. And Lee, what's special about these 2 inverters? I think it's the first of its type in Australia.
So this is the first time we're doing parallel single-phase inverters in Australia.
Yep.
So previously we've always had to limit ourselves to one single-phase inverter, and then if we wanted to do a larger system, we would have to expand it with a third-party inverter and an AC couple of them. Whereas
specifically, this is for the Anker SOLIX system.
Correct. Yep. So now we're able to install 2 Anker SOLIXs on single phase and parallel them together with the communications that are required.
Please contribute. It really helps my independent, honest journalism for you.
I'd originally planned to have this Anker SOLIX X1 battery installed by my local Inner West solar installer, but they let me down. They did a good job 4.5 years ago when things were slow in the solar and battery industry, but I don't think their processes can deal with the volume of inquiries with the new 30% federal battery rebate. So I looked online, and what I found was Lee and his team at RESINC Solar have the highest ratings on solar quotes of any installer in Australia. And I looked on YouTube, because that's what people do these days, just like you're watching this video now. Something really interesting I noticed when I looked online for RESINC Solar installs, there are a whole bunch of surf clubs along the New South Wales coast. How come that's the case, Lee?
Yeah, RESINC Solar have given approximately $1.5 million worth of solar and batteries at almost no cost to surf clubs in New South Wales, Southeast Queensland, right up and down the East Coast. Saving surf clubs about $300,000 a year in electricity costs. So that's really good because that's money that the surf clubs can put back into their clubs, saving money into their communities, training their future lifeguards, all that sort of stuff. And that's a program that we'll be doing.
So there's a particular reason why Anker SOLIX X1 batteries are really suitable for surf clubs, because I believe they have a CM, there's like a particular level of corrosion resistance.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
C5 plus corrosion rating on the anchors. So very durable, can handle the salt air, surf clubs and all that stuff very, very well without any warranty concerns or reliability or performance concerns.
Okay, nice. And obviously having the nice metal kind of protection on the outside, not only does it look nice, but it will probably last a lot longer than some other plastic enclosures, do you reckon?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the whole system, the whole battery.
Yeah, that's right.
The whole battery is a corrosion-resistant metal. So we don't have flimsy plastic covers like some of the other manufacturers that can easily break off when bumped. The systems are very durable, very rugged. They're built for the extreme conditions of Australia for sure.
Yeah, and the same exact metal is, I noticed when your colleague Campbell was unboxing them, like the top part, the power module, the battery module, every single piece, even the sort of wall mount is made of the same metal material. Okay, so the first step is that Ian's removing my old solar inverter. Off it goes. There's a lot of important stuff that needs to be done before the batteries actually go up on the wall. Ian here is putting in circuit breakers and a changeover switch. So Ian's taking out the old Sungrow consumption monitoring meter. There you go. And I guess the Anker one will go in its place. Or is it bigger, different shape?
No, you'll have 2 Anker ones.
Of course, there'll be 2 Anker ones because it's 2 hybrid 5 kilowatt inverters. This is a 5 kilowatt Anker SOLIX X1 battery module, and there's going to be 6 of them, and they stack together pretty easily. Are they kind of like Lego bricks, but you just have to drill the holes in the wall to keep them?
They stack together very nicely. The whole system looks like it's all one unit when it goes together. Obviously, you can see they're 5 kilowatt modules, and we've got the nice Anker SOLIX wall mount as well here, which ties it all in nicely without anything underneath.
That's the battery, and it kind of looks seamless.
Yep.
My understanding is if the wall is high enough, this mount can take, is it 30? Like, could it take all 6?
No, so the maximum stack, we call them one stack of the system, is 4 modules. So that's a 20 kilowatt.
Okay,
Yep.
Cool.
So you've got 30 kilowatt hours. We're going to have 2 stacks,
Yeah.
2 even stacks, and we're going to have 2 inverters on top also with that parallel connection.
Oh, my mistake. I think it's 30 kilowatt hours of batteries that can be paired with these.
Directly to one inverter, correct?
Yeah.
So
to
one
one inverter.
can have 30 kilowatt hours of battery.
And the second one could have another 30.
Correct.
Yeah, wow. If you had enough space and budget.
Yeah, exactly.
We need 2 of these wall mounting brackets. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
The G hybrid inverter.
Yeah. So there'll be 2 of those?
Yep, 2 of these.
Cool. So, Ian, one of the cool things about Anker SOLIX is how thin their batteries are, 15 centimeters depth. How does the wall mounting bracket work with that?
It adds probably another 30 mil.
Okay, so you go to about 18 centimeters, which is really good for people who have super narrow laneways to install. Well, not super narrow. This is about 1 meter. Yeah, thank you. And of course, we've got to make sure it's level because it's heavy and also for aesthetic reasons. I see here holding a few bits of cardboard. What are they for?
Yeah, we've got the install manuals. Anker do a really good job of making everything nice and pretty and simplified for all the installers out there who are time poor and always in a rush.
Yeah.
So they've got it all spaced out nice and easy to read. They've got a nice set out manual for set out guide for the brackets on the walls to make sure all the batteries are tethered to the wall properly. Yeah, they do a really good job of it, so it's nice and handy to have.
Yeah. All the measurements are there for distances between things. There's little guide holes for exactly where to drill because, I mean, brick walls are good for being load bearing, but because my house is well over 100 years old, you want to be super careful, as the RESINC guys are, to make sure that the plugs, is that what it's called?
Yeah, so we use plugs and screws.
Yeah.
Nice heavy duty ones, obviously, to hold the weight. And it's all supplied by Anker in the box.
Yeah.
So we use the correct gear.
Because each stack would be over 100 kilos in total.
Yeah.
Once you add all the modules and the battery modules, then the power module, and there's like a nice top cap for an aesthetic touch at the top.
Yeah, so the batteries are about 50 to 55 kilos each. So you're going to have a stack of 15 kilowatt hours. We're going to be up around that 170 to 180 kilos total for each stack.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Some viewers may be wondering, why did I get my batteries wall mounted instead of mounting them on the ground? Well, that's a really good question. It's because my house land is on a slope. So it's much easier to wall mount. And also, as you can see, there are some pipes running low down along the wall. So now the batteries are above all those pipes and they will be wall mounted quite nicely. Another bonus is they're well above the water level if there's a sudden flood down my street and water pours down my side pathway. This is unlikely to happen because I live near the top of a hill, but anyway, it's always good to be extra careful. Something else you need to do before installation day is clear out enough space so your installers have enough room to put all the boxes. Every battery module is a box, every inverter is a box, every other mount or other piece of equipment is another box. There's also going to be lots of duplicate instructions for installation, which of course the RESINC team don't need because they're completely across how to install these with lots of experience. But they will take all of this junk away so it's not left in a pile. Now we get to the actual install process, which I'm sure many of you have been keen to see how it works. Obviously, Ian has measured using the paper guide to make sure everything is in exactly the right place. He was very meticulous in every step that he did, sometimes double checking as well. As you can see, there's lots of details and it's really easy to use for people who aren't as experienced as Ian and Lee and Campbell are in doing battery installs. You might be wondering, how long did the RESINC team take to install the actual battery modules and the mounts and everything else and get it ready to actually function? Well, in my case, it took about an hour, including all the time where I was asking them lots of questions and they had to pause to show me things so I could record them. Obviously, you can see that they kept the process clean all along the way, so the batteries and inverter and other parts weren't covered in dust from the bricks. Of course, they took a lot longer than 1 hour in total because the important parts were the prep work at the beginning and all the very careful cabling and wiring and testing at the end. So that took obviously a lot longer. In total, they were at my place for about 2 days because they also had to rewire a lot of the panels and reconfigure how they worked, because the old inverter was set up in a particular way and the new dual inverter setup is obviously quite different. Lee also made a very good decision to balance out the solar panel capacity across the two inverters so they could work most optimally, especially if there was a blackout. You might be wondering, what about me though? I'm getting an AC coupled Anker SOLIX X1 battery system. So I'll keep my existing solar inverter and all my existing panels, and I won't be adding any new panels. Well, your system will be a lot faster to install than mine. And I'm hoping to be able to show you an AC coupled Anker SOLIX X1 install in a few weeks' time, because one of my friends who also has a similar sized house with a side pathway which isn't huge and no garage saw my Anker SOLIX X1 battery install and was quite excited, because that meant he could have a battery at his place as well. So as long as he goes ahead, I'll be videoing that setup process and installation process, at least part of it, and I'll show you what that is like. Watching this process, you can see that first you have the wall mount or floor mount, then all the battery modules, then you have the inverter, and then you have the top cap. If you're installing up to 20 kilowatt hours of Anker SOLIX X1 batteries, you could have them in one stack if you want to, and space is at a premium, or you could have it in more than one stack. Bear in mind the height of the total stacks as well, because you don't want it to be so high that you can't see the screen if you actually plan on using the screen and seeing what the details of the stats on it are. On the side, before the installers put all the covers on, you can see that Anker is really, really good at labeling everything with heaps of nice specification details, and also all the cables as well are really clearly labeled with what they do. Very tidy cabling process. I like that a lot. They're nicely spaced as well and color coded. What more could you want?
One thing that's really awesome about Anker SOLIX X1 batteries is they pay attention to the details, like this. This is the cover for the side of the battery to keep it nice and tidy. Okay, so we've got these nice information screens on the batteries, Lee. How do they work?
Yeah, so the first thing you'll notice is your light underneath. So this is the white light that indicates that the system is running at the moment and Wi-Fi connected. If the system goes into off-grid mode, this will turn to a blue light. And also if your Wi-Fi or internet is disconnected, this will then become a flashing light to indicate it needs to be reconnected.
These are the 7 Longi solar panels, which are going to be installed on my roof, in addition to the existing solar panels that are up there, Jinko Tiger ones. These are Tigo optimizers. What's an optimizer, you say? Well, it really helps when their solar panel is partly shaded during the day or during a particular season, like during winter when a tree or a neighbor's chimney might go across your panel. So yeah, these little buddies are really useful, and they're going to go on the back of each panel and make them really shade resistant and higher performing in shade. And we're standing in front of a solar panel. How come that's the case? We're going to add some more, right?
Yeah, so we're going to add some more solar on your roof as well. We're going to get 7 panels up there likely today with the space you've got available. We're using the Longi X6s, 440 watts. Really nice panel, really good company to work with.
So does RESINC only use Longi panels, Lee?
Yes, we've only used Longis for about 5 or 6 years now. All the jobs we do, we always sell with Longi panels. And there's a few reasons for that. We have a lot of trust in the product. It's a very, very good product. The main point of difference to us is their backsheet technology. The main point of difference with that we've found is that the backsheet is a lot more durable and robust. We do a lot of installs in rough climates, so a lot of seaside stuff with our surf clubs, a lot of installs in North Queensland, particularly Cairns and Townsville, where we've got a lot of humidity and heat. And we found that the backsheets hold up a lot better than a lot of the other products we used to use early in the beginning. And we just see generally less failures. So we trust the product. It's robust and reliable, and so we stick with it.
So what does a backsheet do, just for people who aren't familiar?
So the backsheet seals the back of the panel up, basically.
Yeah.
Prevents water ingress, anything else from getting in there, seals the whole system up. If you have a bad backsheet and you get moisture in there, you start to see failures of the cells, tracking, and just general efficiency losses. So the panel will fail basically if the backsheet fails. So you always got to have a good quality backsheet.
On my roof, I already had 4.5-year-old 24 390 watt Jinko Tiger Neo solar panels. That adds up to 9.36 kilowatts of capacity. RESINC suggested that they should add 7 more new panels, and these are Longi because RESINC only use Longi. These are 7 440 watt panels. That adds 3.08 kilowatts of extra solar capacity for a total of 12.44 kilowatts of solar capacity. 3 of the panels were carefully installed with safety gear towards the east side of my roof, which will help create more solar generation in the early morning and winter, which will be really useful. And the other 4 were installed at the other end of my roof, as you can see here, and they will add towards the general daytime and afternoon generation. Overall, I was really happy with the RESINC team's attention to detail, and you'll be hearing a lot more about my solar and battery system over the next few years. I'm going to be totally clear and upfront and honest with you as always. This is a sponsored battery system, and I'll show you on screen exactly what Anker and RESINC Solar supplied as part of the sponsorship deal. They give me total control about what I say and honestly able to say whatever I want about the battery and the service and how it works. They each approached me because they could see that I really care about combating climate change and helping people understand that a fully electric house with electric car, maybe electric e-bike, and powered by solar and batteries is the way forward to help Australian households decarbonize and stop emitting pollution into the air with their household activities. And I'm really interested in educating people about that. And Anker and RESINC thought that by offering me this sponsored battery deal, they could help me explain how solar and batteries and all electric houses work over the next few years as more and more and more people across Australia join my household in being gas-free, fully electric. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. It really helps me make more videos like this for you. And have a look at the suggested videos up above. I'm pretty sure you'll like those as well. Thanks, and see you later.